Hi, my name is Dominic Williams. I'm a local poet. I live in Ferryside, just outside Carmarthen. And I'd like to say thank you to Paul and all the crowd at Goldstone Books for inviting us to be part of their National Poetry Day celebration. Last year, I was in Sweden over the period of the National Poetry Day celebrations. But my friend Ron Riddell from New Zealand was in Wales, and he joined the guys at Goldstone Books for their physical event that took place in 2019. As this year we're having a digital event, I'm once again in Sweden but able to join. So I'd like to read one of Ron's poems, which I think is quite appropriate for those in Carmarthenshire. It's called Before and After Reading Dylan Thomas. Keep still and listen to the rain. Listen to the intake, each draught, awakening, each whispering, reckoning, counting, not counting prayers, shaped by the dark, cold, white hill, ice and snow, the still volcano, where vaulted notes of chapel song echo long, voices forever reaching out of forest, wild and willful night. Come up for air, a taste to share, the hour of fasting done, now dawn magic speaks. Trees, lights tremble, in quiet chorus cry, the milling moments gone, but not gone. Hold on to the song, nigh home, all remembering, all redeeming in starlight lovers' eyes. In the death-defying action, aging to earth, aging to heaven, aging to the moment, aging to the rhythm, aging to the body, aging to the drum, aging to the anthem, aging to the song. Sit still and listen to the rain. Listen to your breathing. Listen to your aging. You're growing young again. As a result of the coronavirus pandemic, I guess we need to now start to talk about the first lockdown and the second lockdown. So this is a poem that I wrote at the start of the second lockdown, but it's about visitors that we had at the beginning of the first lockdown, because there are lots of species around the world who paid no heed to the pandemic and travelled as internationally as they ever did. This poem is called Nest. We watched you arrive, uninvited visitors to our home, at a time when our household was told to stay alone. From our fenced-in garden, as I mowed, you packed a PVC vacuum created by rotten timber. We watched your comings and goings, feeding your young, ruining our roof. We worried how we would keep it over our heads and how we would feed ours. You woke us daily with early sunshine song before the redundant alarm. We heard you learn about airborne antisocial bubbles. We waited until you had left, and now your home will be collected from a green bin of garden waste by Carmarthenshire County Council, and I will set to with wood and screws and silicone sealant. Thank you. Now I'm going to share a couple of poems from friends of mine who are here with me in Sweden, Colm and Milica Denkovic.
Cellar in Karakai. Hands up and wave. Music for a cellar of youth. A room filled with Kurdish music. A cellar in Istanbul. Smoke filled with tobaccos and hormones. Performances more than on stage. Group videos to die for. Another cig, singing along. Posts to read. Hands in the air. Videos to make music. Stuff to text. Clicks to read. Time with poetry. Relaxed in the excitement and the constant speed, skeets all round, lovers kissing, listening to good music. Chargers fueling enthusiasm, excitement, lust and desire, cables making meaning that mirror purpose and beautiful feeling. Girls with tights or hijabs and boots or low-cut tops. Boys in Levi's shirts, sleek Q-cut hair, tight jeans. This one's got us all gleeing. Beer bottles waving, shouts, claps, whistles, heavy chords singing. With smiles, tears, voices and body, it's all got meaning. A fella sits by the door twiddling a poem. A cat saunters towards the stage as we're all leaving.
Na ramenima. Učila sam od jakih žena kako snaga treba da izgleda, a da ne povredi, da povede, inspiriše, ohrabri. Tamo gde drugi zaćuti nemaju šta da kažu, ja ću biti i pričati i ćutati. Zavisno od toga kako srce nalaže i unutrašnji kompas osjeti. Učila sam od jakih žena da slabost nije negativna osobina, nego sposobnost da prepoznamo krhkost u ljudima, da je razumemo, prihvatimo i zavolimo kao retku biljku nezaštićenu pred zakonom. Učila sam od jakih žena vrednost zagrljaja, dubine tišine i slojeve samoće. I kada treba pustiti ljude unutra i bliže, da bi podelio taj prostor za buduće snage u nama, jer ne znamo šta može da dođe. I kada dođe, da znamo da nismo same, da stojimo na ramenima jakih žena pružajući ruke ka drugima, jer smo samo toliko ljudi kada se dodirujemo duboko negde iznutra.
On shoulders. I learn from strong women what strength is supposed to look like, but not to be hurt, to lead, inspire and encourage. In a moment when everyone is silent and have nothing to say, I will be there, will be talking or will be listening, according to what the heart says and the internal compass feels. I learned from strong women that weakness is not a negative characteristic, but the ability to recognize fragility in people, to understand it, accept it, and love it like a rare plant, unprotected under the law. I learned from strong women the values of hugs, the depths of silence, and the layers of solitude, and when to let people inside and nearer, to share that space for future strength in us, because we don't know what is ahead of us. And when that comes, for us to know that we are not alone, that we're standing on the shoulders of strong women. Stretching our arms towards others, because we are only people then when we touch each other deeply somewhere inside.